always the person willing to try a product prior to recommending to anybody, and I'm always interested in something new that might give you relaxation, pain relief, alternatives to pharmaceutical care. So I recently had heard a lot about these acupressure mats and was very interested, and finally I got hold of one, and I wanted to show you guys some of the things you can do with these. Now, if you were like me, you were very kind of, really, this works? What these are little tiny circles with little tiny kind of little poker things on them. And what these are meant to do is sort of release, kind of using acupressure, release certain parts of the body wherever you put them to give you a little bit of extra pain relief. Now, I have recommended this to several of my clients who have lower back pain or lower back injuries, and this has been a way for them to avoid taking medications. It's been sort of a relaxation thing. If you are someone with back issues, I would always recommend talking to your physical therapist and your doctor about using one of these, but I doubt that they would have a lot of issues with it if it helps relieve some of your discomfort. It does help because what it's doing is sort of relieving the tension that happens in your muscles and in your nerve endings, and a lot of that, when you're having some pain or issues somewhere else, can be relieved by taking some of that tension out of the muscles and out of the nerves. So we're going to start with just a simple version of it. You can lay completely flat on this. And some people recommend starting with sort of a light t-shirt and then moving to no shirt underneath. I've not quite gotten to that point, but you lay yourself straight down, just relax. You can put something underneath your knees. You're going to stay here probably 15 to 20 minutes for your best results. This is your basic version of it. Suggestions here for coming up is that you come straight back up the way you lay down, because it's a little difficult when you put more pressure on one side. If you were looking for some neck or back issues, you can take a rolled up blanket or towel. You're going to run it over that so you get your entire neck. Take the neck version first. It's going to feel a little bit prickly at first, but after a few breaths, you kind of don't notice it anymore. And I think the first time I did it, it was a little bit more shocking. Now, I don't think it affects me at all. It's really nice on your neck, though. Gives you that nice little tingly sensation. And you'll find that once you get up from this, you're much more relaxed. I've actually fallen asleep on this before. So this is your neck option. If you have some upper back or lower back issues, you can dramatically enhance this by running it over the curve of the blanket as well. So for me, my upper back is probably my biggest issue. This is going to put more pressure into it, give you a little bit more of the acupressure in the mid-back. And also, if you wanted to, you can of course do it in the lower back. This is what most of my clients use it for, is the lower back, right into the curve. So a couple more uses for this. If you were someone like me who has a rather tight IT band, you could also use this for releasing the IT band. So you lay down on it sideways and let it rest there. I will say that's still, once again, very shocking to start with, but it does go away as well. You can also rock it back so you're more on your glutes than anything else. I have actually used it for my calf muscles too. So you can put this same way you did for the back, except you're going to take your lower body on it. So I have very tight calves and hamstrings on any given day. So if you wanted to make this more pressurized, you could put another blanket on top that's heavier, like a yoga blanket or something that's a little bit heavier, texture blanket, to give a little pressure to it. I would suggest starting just this way before you go a little bit deeper. You can find these online at any store, and you can often find them locally as well. They run about this length or slightly longer, some slightly wider. Some of them come with a pillow, so you don't have to use the blanket or a beach towel. You can just use the pillow that's attached to it. It also has the little nubs on it. Take a look at the reviews first before you buy it though, because a lot of people have had some issues with them not being strong enough or too strong. So take a look at these different ones, and if you're interested, you might want to take a look at one of these for pain relief. If you have back issues or you want to get a little bit more acupressure effect, a little bit more literally pointed version of it. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll be taking a look at some other things throughout the year, products that I have sort of tested out, and let you know kind of how I use them and how they affected me. I generally don't recommend something if I don't like it myself and haven't used it for at least 6 months. So at least that helps you a little bit. Thanks so much for watching.